China's recent public reveal of the JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missile has been widely portrayed as a significant leap forward in its strategic nuclear capabilities, but a deeper examination suggests that much of this narrative is heavily exaggerated and driven more by propaganda than actual technological breakthroughs. The missile itself, despite claims of extended range and multiple warheads, is essentially an iteration of previous designs, with only incremental improvements rather than a revolutionary advancement in missile technology. The basis of the JL-3's development traces back many years, and while it may represent some progress compared to its predecessor, the JL-2, it remains far behind the standards set by long-established nuclear powers. The key component for any credible sea-based deterrent is not just the missile but the platform it operates from, and here China's weaknesses are even more apparent. The Type 094A and the under-development Type 096 ballistic missile submarines, which are expected to carry the JL-3, have long been criticized for their lack of stealth and outdated engineering. In underwater warfare, silence is survival, and Chinese SSBNs are still significantly noisier than their American and Russian counterparts, which makes them vulnerable to detection by anti-submarine warfare assets. This vulnerability undermines the fundamental purpose of a submarine-launched nuclear missile system, its ability to remain hidden and provide a credible second strike capability. Without the ability to operate undetected over extended periods, the actual deterrent value of these submarines is severely limited. China's claims about the missile's range, suggesting it can strike targets anywhere on the U.S. mainland from waters close to China, should also be viewed with skepticism. While a longer range is certainly desirable, it is the combination of range, accuracy, reliability, and survivability that determines strategic effectiveness. The JL-3 is said to carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MIRVs, which theoretically could overwhelm missile defense systems, but these claims remain unverified. The technical complexities involved in developing reliable MIRV technology and advanced guidance systems have historically challenged even the most advanced nuclear powers. There is little independent evidence to suggest China has overcome these challenges at scale. What is more likely is that this public display is a carefully orchestrated move by China's leadership to send a political message rather than a demonstration of true operational capability. The spectacle serves multiple purposes. It reassures domestic audiences of China's rising power, signals strategic intent to international observers, and attempts to influence the global narrative on China's military strength. This fits into a broader pattern of China using state-controlled media and information campaigns to create an image of rapid military modernization and parity with Western powers, even when the reality is more nuanced and less impressive. China's undersea nuclear force, despite being the largest by numbers in terms of submarines overall, still lacks the qualitative edge needed to match the nuclear triads of established powers. Many of the submarines in its fleet are conventionally powered and serve regional defense roles rather than strategic nuclear deterrence. The nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, which form the backbone of a credible second strike capability, remain relatively few in number and constrained by technological challenges in propulsion, acoustic stealth, and weapons integration. This ongoing gap in technology and experience means that, despite bold statements and public parades, China's sea-based nuclear deterrent is not yet the game-changer that some reports suggest. The emphasis on the JL-3 is a historic milestone as part of a narrative designed to mask these shortcomings and portray China as a rapidly ascending military power poised to challenge the United States strategically. It is important to separate the political messaging from the factual capabilities, which remain more modest. The broader implications of this overhyped announcement include increased tension and mistrust in the Indo-Pacific region. The perception of a suddenly enhanced Chinese nuclear threat can drive an arms race and increased military spending by other nations, including the US and its allies. However, this reaction risks being fueled by incomplete or misleading information. An objective assessment recognizes that China's advancements are incremental and accompanied by significant limitations that constrain their strategic impact. Ultimately, the JL-3's unveiling is less about a breakthrough in military technology and more about strategic signaling, propaganda, and managing international perceptions. While China is certainly advancing its military capabilities steadily, the hype surrounding this missile exaggerates its actual operational status and effectiveness. The missile and its submarine platforms remain works in progress, far from challenging the dominant nuclear deterrence of the world's established powers. It is a narrative carefully constructed to project power and influence, rather than a reflection of an immediate and credible threat to global strategic stability.